The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Time passed. Still, we finished a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention is a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We ascend even below the lobby where I met Moto down to the bottom floor. Ooh, look at that cafeteria. Them graphics, though. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Yes, it is. Your enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare. You have no right to talk, you sound. All you do is state the obvious. Misha doesn't seem to care about it, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. You almost feel like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. Exactly. If you see this picture, it looks exactly like this. But let me still describe it to you, just in case you can't see. I mean, maybe it is. Well, no, that doesn't work. I was gonna say maybe it's for blind people, but like, you can't read if you're blind. Well, you can read Braille, but you can't read like this text. So yeah, that has no qualms or correctness in this thing. So don't mind my stupidity. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Moisha pokes me on the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. Ooh. Could ask about the library, could ask about her deafness. Although I don't know if like that's a... I'll go with the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading just a lot, so I'd like to check it out. We should give the kind of frown that makes it clear that she didn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return my food while the girls talk to themselves. Misha and Suzune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they were talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly noticed that conversation and sign is not enough to fill a silence. Yeah, it's for them it's not silence, but yeah, for you it can feel pretty awkward because it feels like there's a conversation right in front of you that you're not a part of. We arrived in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk in the last row. She's got some weird stuff on her face. I'm guessing she looks like a burn victim, I think. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from my presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice nor don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and, finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me feel like this, or even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Time passed. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We get to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out each other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. We'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Damn, these graphics, though. I like the hallway, though. Oh, shit, I didn't even read that. It said something. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse on a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Oh, hello there. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He's young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? Smiled like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his if he said he can't. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Though we've had a description of our handshake so far, I hope that continues. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation. He snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in the vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good, well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. See, and this guy's also better than the doctor because he has a face, so, I mean, I'd rather take the nurse than the doctor. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. This joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it, because it was funny. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure about myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something around his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander about the room. If they pin me a generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia, just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins through his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. But the previous one caused by a sudden concussion of the chest area, there was no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy instead available, as I said, but I don't think you will need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping ropes, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You went very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before, but you just need to take care of not to overexert yourself. He wipes the fingertips at the point. No need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over the papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Get some water. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gates of the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. And again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside it all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. This is... I guess it's sort of a dorm. It doesn't look like a dorm, though. Exit. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key that I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of my dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the ends of hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. This looks like a dorm, yeah. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down this hall, I spy room 119. The nameplate's on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. I love this song so much. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Isao Nakai, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization. He stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Ah, hi. I take Kenji's sweating hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious people... There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He showed us to make some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eye and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, humbles around for a moment in search of a door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak, beige walls, white linen, a desk, made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hichan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, and there would be something to do. It's still too early. Ugh. Put the note down on the desktop and lie down in the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so it won't be just the natural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the medication with no... it's just this bottle with nothing on it. There's some lines. Very, very incredible medication here. The bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Good nothing. Oh my god. Hisao 2 tablets daily to stay alive. What? Who writes that on a prescription? If you don't take these, you will die. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. What the hell? Okay. I was very confused. But like that is, yeah, that's just like, okay. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having a life-dependent chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to take the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. I'm describing taking 2 tablets of every day. What is It's right here. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. the taking pills minigame. I would like that. Take pills. Which one? How many pills of this one do you take? If you don't, you die. Fun game mechanics. But man, okay. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is a ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night. It becomes the only thing that I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep. I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. God, Hisao, you're so goddamn poetic. Katawa Shoujo! I'm gonna take that chance. Or not, apparently. Can I take the chance? Open eyes. I wake up in a strange room. No, it's your room. Take 1 second. I'm going to go get some more water, and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back, and we are in our strange room. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the 3rd room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water, without thinking about the chemistry. What? My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. I'm glad that your school uniform feels like a school uniform. But it goes to other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. Whoa, for some reason I have 5 viewers, okay. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here? Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. Time pass. Oh no, my other 2 viewers, they went away. I was very excited for a second. Okay, all through class, the question remains in my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Boom. Boom. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so the top is perfect and evenly flat. Sorry, Shi-chan. Everything you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hi-chan. My first thought it means that she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you've actually transferred it at a busy time. Maybe we can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. I don't know, Hi-chan. The truth is that it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Ooh, the sign's getting hard and heavy now. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune words at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. That's so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Teacher clears her throat very loud with batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all though, brushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of a class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right. What? Oh, that's right. Hi-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I need water right now. Alright. Let me stretch the mouth. My mouth muscles working. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters into my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Oh, you can go. Can you go back? How do you go back? Oh, there's also text history. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long, dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hi-chan, is something wrong? Do I look uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Okay, Hi-chan, perfect. The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I had the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it all. It's not a contest or anything. Shizune is competitive. Gotta be first. Yes, it is, Hi-chan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's always kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously it must be so Shizune can understand it, Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really... Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, that's not what she's doing. No, she's looking at me. This is all very confusing, and it will take some time to get used to. It's already confusing. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. I really like this picture of her little cat face. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. Never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hee-chan. Because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Shizune pushes her glass up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. Oh, no, wrong way. At my old school, I'd like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as such. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates at boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hee-chan, you want to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right, Hee-chan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again. Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hee-chan? Right, but that's another game. It seems that they all have they have all the numbers they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's a really popular club. And the book club is so popular. Okay, but more to the point, Hee-chan. Does this mean you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Well, I think they have a scheme. Good, great, that's great, Hee-chan. Really great. Why is this so great? No reason. Well, Hee-chan, other than the club's an upcoming festival, there is one thing. Student council! I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. It was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha's laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a manner of speaking, or a manner of signing. After all, it is still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Yeah, so it's the literature club. It's a different game. Oh, right. Hee-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we can hang out every day, Hee-chan. Shee-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shee-chan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. I don't think so either. As I've read in my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because it would obviously benefit when you join the student council, and never have an incentive of trying to get you to. So you're admitting that... No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course it'd be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Yep, it's true, Hee-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hee-chan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying really hard to look their cutest, although they're already pretty cute to begin with. Okay, Hisao. Starting off. Well, This is totally a DDLC thing where it's like, oh, there's cute girls, I can't say no. So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hee-chan. What? No. Aw, see, Shi-chan, of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right. That's right, though. We bored you one that smoothly. Oh well, Shi-chan must be candy now. We're betting on it? And my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. That's interesting, Hee-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about Rich Man, Poor Man, Hee-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. For those that don't know, Rich Man, Poor Man, that is president or asshole. That's a very. I mean, I feel like that's more of a Japanese way of saying it. Rich Man, Poor Man, or well, they say Ditoria. It's Daihuman, isn't it? No, absolutely not. Aw, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal. This is giving you to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So I will have to decline. Hey, Chad, I'm very offended. Are you saying that you don't trust us because you'd pull out something so us? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. Damn, they are going hard. No! How about I give him paper football instead of Rich Man, Poor Man? Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you have to try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hee-chan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Shi-chan. Shi-chan? That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from some of the older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hee-chan? She's sitting frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I won't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me in the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even know anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Hee-chan, how about Risk, the game of world domination? I don't know what that is. No, Risk? Come on. It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control over the world, with armies and everything. Sound like Shizune would be good at it. If you want to play, begin after school. Really, Shi-chan? We can just play for fun. Really, Shi-chan? We can just play for fun, Hee-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hee-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimaced to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class.